Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to take the card right off the top, and that's going to be the Ace of Diamonds. And we're just going to get that lost in the deck. And once you get it lost, you can go ahead, do a single cut, and the ace returns to the top. Now say that we had all four aces, and we wanted to go ahead and get those lost in the deck, then we'll just put them at random spots. And see, those are in there. And then the same thing, all we're going to do is give it a single cut, and then we will have our four aces back to the top. All right, so let's get into it. What's up, YouTube? This is Damon, aka the world's worst magician, and I'm bringing you a look at the David Blaine Discovery deck, aka the Stripper deck. And let's take a look at this tuck. Now, it's got the standard bicycle branding, along with the David Blaine Split Spades logo. On the sides, looks pretty standard as well with the air cushion finish, and then the USPCC logo. And then on the back, this is the back of the cards, and we'll take a closer look at these a little bit later, but there's a lot going on here. I really like that he took the time to put a lot of detail into the back of the card, while maintaining that the box is a normal deck, even though we know that this is not. And then on the inside, it just has some bicycle information, so nothing spectacular there. But yeah, let's get into it. So this is a pretty rare deck at this point, and I went and looked on David Blaine's website, and for some reason all their products are gone right now. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I did find them on another website, so I'll leave a link in the description to where you can pick these up, actually at a very good price right now. I had to scour and found these off of eBay, so I think mine is missing one card, but yeah. So the cards that it'll come with is the Joker. You have a advertisement card here that still has the standard back, and then you have a double backer. Now with the Joker, I believe you get two Jokers. I only have one, so yeah, I think you get two though. But when we close up on these, I'm a big fan of Salvador Dali, and in his paintings he has a lot of hidden items. And as you can see here, you have David Blaine over here, and then you have faces going in each one of the balls. And, you know, it's actually a scene that when seen from afar, let me focus in on this, it makes a Joker, but when seen up close, you can actually see the individual elements. So that's something that, you know, you don't find in a lot of cards, that level of detail. You know, it's usually pretty straightforward. So I actually really appreciate that he took the time to do something like this. And that's just in a Joker, right? The faces of the cards are going to be all standard. They're just going to be standard bicycle, except for, you can see that David's face is in here. And I believe the faces of the court cards are people that were close to him, or not were, but are close to him. So all the court cards are customized with the faces, but you know, to the layperson or muggle, they probably won't notice. I mean, it'll just look like a standard bicycle deck. So as far as workability, I mean, they're bicycle cards, so they feel good, they spread good, good fans, and you know, definitely good workability. So this is a stripper deck. If you're not familiar with what a stripper deck is, then it's basically one of the sides is going to be tapered so that it kind of sticks out. So what we're going to do here, I had a little performance video there just so you could get an idea of what you can do with these. But so we'll take the Ace of Clubs, we'll get it lost in the deck, right? And the beauty of these is that you don't have to mark it at all. I mean, you can actually put it in there and not worry about it. So I'm going to get real close here and see if my camera can pick this up for you. Hold on one second. Just having a little problem focusing, but right here on this card, I don't know if you can see it, but this card is kind of sticking out a little bit. So with that little bit of an edge, and that's actually a good angle there, so you can see this card right here, it's sticking out because of the way that it's tapered. So when one card goes in a different direction, you'll have this. So all you have to do is put your thumb on it, and then as you slide your thumb along the side, you're only going to grab that one card. And then once you grab that one card, you can just bring it back to the top or manipulate it however you want. So this works for multiple cards. As you see, I did do it with the four aces. So all you have to do is make sure that the four aces are in the same direction, and then they go against the direction of the other cards. So it's not really that knacky. I mean, it just takes a second to kind of figure out which way you need it so that it's down at the bottom, because if you hold it the other way, it would have been up here at the top. And that's a little more difficult to try and get that out. So doing it this way at the bottom just makes it look like you're doing a standard cut. But if I'm left-handed, so if you're right-handed, maybe it would be more natural to make it to the top. So you do have the ability to kind of configure that the way that you want. So a big negative for me with these cards when explaining that is that it's a two-way back, and there is really no way to know like which direction the cards are going in. So if it's your deck, that's, it's fine. If you're controlling it the whole time, then you should have a pretty good idea. But the problem happens when you hand the card to a spectator and then they're supposed to put it back in the deck. If they don't put it back the right way, now your trick is kind of done. So you're not going to be able to strip it out, and you're not going to be able to figure it out. So that is one thing that I do wish was different on this deck, is that they had some way of knowing. Because, I mean, if you look at the back, and I'll get in close here and focus because I want you to see everything that's going on here. But there is a lot of, symbolism. Like from a distance, this looks like a half a skull face, but it's actually a woman with angel wings. And then you have the knives piercing the hearts of the DB logo. I mean, there's a ton going on in the back of this card. And I just feel like if, he took just a little time to point out like a small direction, it would just be a big help. So, other applications of this with mine, I'm using you could basically do an ambitious card routine and, keep manipulating it and make it come back over and over. You could do the four aces. Another cool thing that I did was you can take either entire suits, or I did red versus black, and then you can actually strip them out that way. So you can do pretty cool tricks with the stripper deck. So once you have the card, again, all you're going to have to do is just put it in there. You're going to look for that seam. So hopefully you can clearly see it here. It's kind of under my thumb here, but almost in the middle of the deck. But yeah, all you have to do is just slide your thumb down, and that card will come out clean. And this works for multiple cards. So if you do it with multiple cards, it actually looks pretty nice, because when you do the cut, you're going to pull out multiple cards, and then it kind of gives it that stacking effect to make it look like you're doing a real cut instead of just stripping the cards out. So yeah, these are going to be great for anybody mostly for people that are beginning in Magic, but you could also use this if you're not beginning in Magic, and it'll help. It'll be easy to do ambitious card routines and anything like that. But yeah, you can do card tricks, you can do everything, standard bicycle faces, pretty much. So you could even put other cards in here and have some sort of triumph routine if you want. But yeah, again, I'll leave a link in the description where you can find these cards right now. I'm not sure what's going on with David's website. And I did want to kind of touch on my customer experience and see if anybody else has actually ordered from David's website. I had my first experience with them, and I got to say that ordering from the website kind of was like magic, because there was no order confirmation as far as like when it was going to ship. And I got no shipping confirmation once it did ship, and it just magically showed up at my door a couple of days later. So I don't know, it was kind of a weird experience. I wrote them, and then they wrote me back, and it actually took them almost a month to get back to me. So I still want to order because, I like his products, but it was kind of a negative experience there. So yeah, if you've ordered from the website, go ahead and leave a comment below and just let me know what your experience has been if you were able to. And again, I'll leave a link to where you can purchase these. And this has been your look at the David Blaine Discovery Stripper Deck. All right, thank you. See ya. Well, I hope you liked that review.
And if you have any questions, magic tricks, or decks that you want to see reviewed, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. As always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that like button and subscribe for any future reviews. All right, see ya.